Hello, my name's Yannick Schaefer. I'm standing in my exhibition Vacant Space at South Hill Park, and it's opening in about 5 minutes' time. I was asked to do an exhibition for a series of touring sites, so I didn't have any context to base it on, and all my work is usually very site-specific. The generic white void of the gallery became a very important part at the beginning of the project. I trained as an architect. I've always been very interested in the way that sound and space create unique places and how they all combine. And in the last few years, I've been touring the world playing concerts, and I always end up in spaces late at night when everyone's left the room, and all different kinds of spaces. And then I sit there and I just listen to how there's never silence. And I love the way that sound can travel around corners, so you can hear the car passing and some people having a chat outside, and you have to picture them in your mind. So I wanted to use the kind of nothing, the vacantness of that space, and take it and amplify it and make a piece out of it that was kind of an audio-visual, immersive installation. So in the gallery we have just a blank white wall. There's no sound in the space. When you come around, you see a life-size projection of empty spaces, 360-degree long panoramas. And you see little sections of those scrolling past and then merging into another one. All that is controlled by the soundtrack, little snippets of all these empty spaces I've been encountering. You put your headphones on, which kind of dampens the gallery anyway, and you approach the wall and you plug straight into the projection wall. If you watch closely, you can see how the image reacts to what the soundtrack is playing. If the sound suddenly stops, the image might stop moving at that point, or if it goes loud, it may go very bright. So there's the brightness, the speed, and the merging of the two spaces are what you're looking at and engaged with. I've done this piece with a field recordist called Chris Watson, who most notably does work for the BBC, recording sounds of insects for the series The Planet and the Galapagos Islands that have been on recently. He first inspired me to work with sound along with Philip Jeck when he gave a lecture in '95. He does all his recordings outdoors because he's a wildlife recordist. I've always wanted to work with him, so I phoned him up and said, I was wondering if you'd be interested in recording insides for a change, you know, interiors. And he travels so much for his work. He was in like the caves in New Zealand, a boat on the Galapagos Islands, a lighthouse off South Africa, the gym in the USA. He's just been everywhere recording for me. So he's contributed some of the sounds to it. I've recorded all the rest. Okay. And then David Tinapple, he's doing his MA in media art in America. And I was looking for someone to program some sound reactive software to run the show. So he volunteered for the job. We're using Max MSP, and I think it is a really fascinating piece of software. In all my work, I like to either use my head or my heart. So in my concerts, I really try and push the emotional side. And in an installation like this, it's more conceptually based. But I want you to go through these stages of putting on the headphones, plugging into the wall, thinking about it.
Cool.